So what on earth is going on here? Yep, that's a perfectly valid question. I'm sat next to a £2,300 desk. You heard me correctly. 2300 Great British Pounds. So what exactly is this magnificent £2,500 almost desk? Well, it's the Thermaltake Argent P900 Smart RGB gaming desk. This feature-filled behemoth was designed in tandem with Studio FA Porsche, and yeah, clearly it's not just your average IKEA or otherwise piece of wood and some metal. There's a little bit more to it than that. Watch this. How high do you want to go? Should we go meter? Let's go meter. I'm hoping that stays in frame. Yeah. Now, take it back down. I'm not going to press the presets because these will take it down to a predefined level. It will probably crush my radiator, so I'm going to stay away from that. But if you want a test of how good this desk really is, yeah, this is about an 85 kilo load on here right now. Maybe a little bit less at the moment. And that's going in the wrong way. Uh-oh, probably going to crush my radiator. I'm hoping I dodged a bullet there. That was very close, actually. Yeah. 150 kilos rated. Not bad at all. I'm probably out of the frame. I'll duck down. Yeah, you can probably see me at this point. So yeah, as far as up desks go, this is pretty meaty. I'm going to jump down. So other than the clear ability to go up and down based on your preference, whether you want sitting or standing or somewhere in between, or whether you're just bored and want to go up and down for the lulls, of course. What else is functionally unique about this desk? Well, not unique, but cool. RGB, clearly. Because why wouldn't you want RGB on a £2,300 desk? Other than being able to tune and control the lighting through your Thermaltake RGB software, and you can link that up with other Thermaltake devices if you have them. We haven't tested that out. There's a few software glitches at the moment because you can control it through an Android and iOS app. I've tried Android, but it's still not working for me. It will not connect to the control unit correctly. So that's something to bear in mind right now. I have commented on that. It's a Thermaltake, so hopefully they're coming up with a fix. But if you're interested, and perhaps, I don't know, you can't reach to the control box for any reason, then yeah, you can go up or down through the software. Maybe you can just troll your friends when they're leaning on their desk and you want them to spill the cup of coffee. Cool RGB lighting, up and down functionality, the ability to have 4 control profiles. You've got a double stack height, so actually this is quite functionally useful for a monitor or maybe a printer if anybody uses those these days. A decent weight limit on these wings, 5 kilos each, and overall a very good weight limit indeed. You've got a cup holder, which I've got my Seasonic flask in, and if I come back here, you've got a headphone hook, I guess I'm going to call that, which you can put it on. It's kind of rubber tipped as well, so they're not going to slide off and you're not going to scratch anything. Very good. Downsides, in my opinion, a bit of an awkward shape. So it's not square based, it's very wide. You can check the specifications for the width. But the depth is unusual. So if you've got a cubby hole or a specific point where you want to fit it because it's based off a reference IKEA desk or similar, yeah, that's something to bear in mind. Also, this is obscenely, and I mean obscenely heavy. The package as delivered to me was 84 kilograms, and the vast majority of the weight is made up by these bulky metal legs. Now, of course, that's important for the lifting capacity and for the general sturdiness of the desk, which I must say is actually very good. But if you're the type of person who likes to move it around the room from time to time because you get bored after a few months like me, yeah, good luck. This is definitely a 2-person job. And as far as buildability goes, it was fun. And when I say fun, I mean not fun. The instruction manual is pretty bad, if I'm being perfectly honest. The directions are just awful. They make very little sense. They're not clear. IKEA, I keep going back to IKEA, but realistically they are the benchmark in some respects. They've nailed it. This is a good example of how not to do things. Turn the page from English and you're met with a bunch of Chinese. It's just confusing, really, really difficult to follow. This took me, I think, about 4 or 5 hours at least to build. Some of that was with the help of my glamorous assistant, Jasmine. It was not a fun project. And that long build process is not really helped by the cheap and pretty pathetic Allen key that Thermaltake includes. I mean, come on. So here I am, sat under the desk,
I can assure you this is not comfortable at all. We've got a cable segment that's about, what's that? So 4 inches. Here's the Allen key Thermaltake provide. Yeah, do you see a problem with that?
Give me a proper tool. I'm spending a boatload of money if I'm actually going to buy this. Give me a proper tool. Ludicrous. And then as far as fasteners go, it was just a bit of a pain, to be honest, having to fuss through them. Initially, I thought it wasn't too bad. But as you jumped into a little bit more, the fact that they weren't labelled, it wasn't clear which ones were which and which ones went into separate holes. Yeah, the build process was not fun, and we fed that back to Thermaltake. And also, the other point I want to bring up is that, to be honest, this desk actually launched in late September, or maybe October, I think it was actually. It got changed a few times because of some software bugs, but it didn't actually work properly to start with. We actually had a glitch whereby the RGB system would not work with the up or down. So basically, if the RGB lighting was running, we could not get the desk to move up or down. Watch this. So the lights are on at the moment. The desk is not moving. Let me disconnect. This is just a USB connection to a laptop. Absolutely fine. You need to provide power. Give that a go.
Woo!
Okay, hold that there. So let me put these back in. So hold fire there, because you want the lights on. All we're doing there is powering the lights, and that kills it. So
can you not have both at the same time?
we contacted Thermaltake about this. They said that we have to rewire the inputs on the control unit because the instruction manual is not very clear. We already wired them that way and it didn't work, so we had to take them apart, put them back in, take them apart, put them back in, and it just happened to work. So I'm not entirely sure what went on there. We have fed it back to Thermaltake. They're going to look into it. We might be getting a new control box. But yeah, that's kind of alarming for something that's £2,300. So yeah, there we have the Thermaltake Argent P900 smart gaming desk. I might have said a few times earlier, £2,300. I believe it's actually $2,199.99 to be technical. So that's probably more like £2,200, depending on how the Great British Pound is doing right now. But $2,200, $2,300. I guess my first question would be, if you're genuinely buying this desk, you're not going to worry about £2,200 or £2,300 or dollars, of course. But what on earth do you do for a living? And why? Why are you spending over $2,000, pounds, whatever, on a desk? Genuine question. Overall though, yeah, a pretty fun one to take a look at. Certainly something unique and different. The build process was not fun at all, but being able to load over 100 kilos of weight on this thing and crank it up to 1 meter high, that's pretty cool. I'm not even gonna lie, that is genuinely pretty cool. And there are some good touches. I like the rounded edges, I like there's quite a thick board. The unusual shape is not really to my taste, but you do get a lot of surface area. I like the wings, they've got a decent load capacity. The RGB lighting, yes, is cool, even if the implementation from the software side of things on the app is a bit quirky. And then there are genuinely smart features like, you know, the buttons, the ability to control the height through software, particularly if you want to play a practical joke on your friends, and the collision warning sensor that Thermaltake has put in their specification sheet. So don't think of this as a product review. Think of this more as a showcase, not a sponsored piece. I might make that perfectly clear. More of a product showcase, because this is one of those what the beep moments, to say the least. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you are the one person on the planet who's going to go out and buy this, then I genuinely want to hear from you, and I want to know why you're spending that type of money on a desk. Maybe you've got a $15,000 water-cooled gaming system and you need 150 kilograms of load capacity. Maybe. Then yeah, tell me in the comment section down below. Give us a like and subscribe, really helps the Kit Guru YouTube channel. Check out the main Kit Guru written webpage, that supports us massively. Buy a cool t-shirt like this one. You know, if you can afford $2,000 on a desk, then yeah, please buy a cool t-shirt. Not like this one actually, this is one of a different t-shirt, but check out the merch store for some different designs. We've got some new ones coming soon actually. Patreon, Discord, social media, all the likes. And I will catch you in the next one. I'm gonna go to sleep for a bit, I guess. Oh, this could end badly. But night night. Is now a good time to say I don't like heights?